Hey everyone, welcome to Sparkle On with John. My name is Jonathan, and welcome. So let me just tell you a little bit about the idea of sparkling on. Sparkling on means shining your light no matter what, and being of service, and sparkling on in good health. Because we are worthy of being in good health. And oftentimes in life we could go through relationships, and then those relationships can either help us to love ourselves or completely deplete us and empty our cup. Meaning it could be a breakup, and then the breakup can be a catalyst for a spiritual awakening. Can be, yes, a catalyst to awaken love so we can love and accept ourselves more. So when two frequencies, when they no longer resonate with one another, when we no longer resonate with one another, it's just by the law, it's by the spiritual law that if one or two, don't resonate with one another anymore, they have to split apart, So I'm just saying that I'm not experiencing that, but I'm seeing it around me, and feeling it. And so there can be this energy of lack of self-worth, of feeling horrible about yourself, like, was it me, am I not good enough, kind of thing. And then and you're allowed to experience those feelings, but I want to tell you that, things happen for a reason, and they do. And that it is so important that we feel our feelings, of course, but that we take some time and maybe even go on a spiritual retreat, to find ourselves, when we don't value ourselves, we don't value the other person, then how can we love ourselves and love that other person, So, and I struggled with this in the past, and so those are the energies that I'm feeling around me, but I'm also feeling this lightness, it's like this energy coming from California, like this open-hearted community, yet coming out of, I do feel a lot of recovery energy, and people, looking for recovery and looking to better themselves, and, to find sobriety, to find ourselves, to know what it truly feels like to love who we are, to feel what it feels like to be like, hey, what happens if my cup is full and I'm full of cup of self-love and self-light and, honoring and loving the divine within us, then we radiate that light, we radiate that energy, and then we're able to share the cup of overflow with others. It just naturally happens. And then so our heart starts to open. But when we have experienced a break, it's like, back into that quote of Rumi, if there's a wound, I don't remember the quote, but maybe just a little bit. If there's a wound, then the light can come through to heal. So if that makes sense. In order for us to heal, there has to be an opening, if that makes sense. In a accent, but that's okay, I'm going with it. An opening. So if you are someone who is experiencing heartache or, life-changing change, because change is inevitable in life, to listen to go in nature, or even to just be, or to find a yoga class that you resonate with, maybe it could be just a singing bowl class, art class, art workshop, crystal healing workshop, whatever it is you feel that intuitive nudge from your higher self, from higher power, from God, from our soul's light within, we're receiving guidance. And so, I've been called, just recently, just to be pulled to be in nature more. Especially because we're born with a highly sensitive nervous system. And it's something about nature where the snow in the mind, like the busy energy just settles and calming and settling in, and there's no need to go off the deep end, so to speak. So to know that the light is within us, and that if you're looking for spiritual literature, I highly recommend for you to check out www.ruhanisatsang.usa.org, because there are free spiritual books downloadable in PDF form, and I feel divinely guided to say that to you, because what has helped me and what has helped a lot of people can help you, and I know that, sometimes what doesn't work for one person may not work for another, but you sip the spiritual knowledge, and so it's meant to be reread, and you take your time with it, and you don't have to speed up, and you can just chill out in nature. And honestly, I used to be one of those people who used to smoke a lot of pot, and I used to drink on the weekend, and no judgment, it just gets old. So one day I woke up and I was like, I never want to feel like that ever again. And I just feel my guides are telling me for me to tell you to talk about that. God, higher self. I wanted to know what it felt like to be me without a band-aid, so to speak, without a crutch. And I hope my words help you and to heal you, because we could easily hide in our shells, and we could easily dumb down and make ourselves small, but we're meant to share our light at this time. And I just recently heard today from my friend Trent that there was a massive shooting in a mosque, and 50 people were killed. So let's just take a moment to say a prayer and send our love and healing, and know how powerful we are as light workers, as children of God, that we can send our love and light at any given moment to anywhere. That's how powerful we are, and that's how powerful we are as a collective. I was taught that through one of my first healer teachers, Magdalena, and it's important to know that we are divine, magnificent, powerful beings of light, and that we can send our love and light at any given moment from our heart, and know that that is effective, and know that our contribution is much needed and appreciated, and know that you are an inspiration. You are here to be an inspiration. This is what they say in the teachings of the Pleidians, bringers of the dawn. I resonate with the Pleidians very much so. Ever since I heard of the Pleidians, I did a lot of research on them, and I found Laura Pleidian, and she is here to assist us, and as am I am here to assist. And not the ego John, but the joyful soul of John and you. And maybe I'm awakening, maybe I'll help to awaken this within you, within your own soul. Because I do feel like I'm here to be a leader. And sometimes when we experience truth and we hear truth, we can shy away from it because we feel like we're not worthy of this programming of not feeling worthy. But honestly, what has truly helped me on my journey was learning about crystals and gaining and learning about yogic philosophy and spirituality and the science of the soul, Surya Chabd Yoga, and learning about crystals. And so when you go into a crystal shop, you want to go into a crystal shop and you want to feel the intuitive energy, and the energy of the crystals will choose you. And so I highly recommend for you to purchase the Crystal Bible, or you could even go to the library and look up crystals, look up the crystal, and it doesn't cost anything to look it up. You can go to the library for free, get a library card. But then when you go to a crystal shop, they're a few bucks, so you could allow the crystal to choose you. And I truly believe that when we're done working with a crystal, we'll lose these crystals, or the crystals will break apart, or we'll lose them, or we'll be done with them, or we carry them. So I truly believe that it's important for us to choose a crystal, and if you carry them, people, you'll see people make crystals. This is from Sandy, and I'm so grateful because I get so many compliments on this. This is fluorite, and fluorite, from what I read and understand about, is fluorite helps with focus and to stay grounded. And it helps when you're around groups of people because there may be a lot of energy. It also helps with discovering solutions even before they happen, and underlying information that may come through. It's really good for focus. So if you're like me and many others, and you have a hard time focusing. So before I wore this, I had a hard time focusing. And so also a good way that I learned from soul development is to clear your aura. Excuse the finger. Okay. So what you do is you take from here, from behind, and then you feather it out and you clear your aura. So this way you clear your aura and you're left with your own energy. And so because we are essentially, we are energy, we are spiritual beings, and we are the ones that we've been waiting for. I'm being told to say that by light force, by light energy. We are the ones we've been waiting for. And if you take a listen to India.Re's new album, Worthy, you'll be blown away, because she says these exact words. We're the ones we've been waiting for, and it's true. And so we're going to be finding people, like-minded people, who match our frequency, who match our energy, like-minded, and we're going to be okay, you know? And it's okay if the people who you used to be friends with no longer resonate with you. It's because they need time to take time for themselves and to find themselves. And then maybe along the way, we don't know, but maybe along the way you guys will find each other, we'll find each other. Because I found that recently I've been finding people that I went to high school with. It was like I dropped off the face of the earth because I went to a Quaker boarding school for my last years of high school. But this is talking about the past, but this is also, it's all relevant. Even if you're 35, even if you're 50, 60, 10 years old, 9 years old, it's important to love and honor yourself and the divine within every day. Because I've experienced it. I used to be that person where I wanted to rip my hair out because I didn't like myself. And if there were things falling apart around me, I would blame me. So if these words resonate with you, I would blame anything that fell apart. I would automatically think it was because of me. But that's not the truth. So I just wanted to make this video while I can, you know, because you're here and we're here. And may you gain clarity and be in nature more. And if you're looking for resources, go to the library, go to yoga, go to an authentic yoga studio which you resonate with. And let's say a prayer for the earth. May we all begin to see ourselves as magnificent, beautiful light from the light of God, from our higher power, from Source. May there be crystal clear, heart-centered communication, no emotional attachment to any outcome, and may we have the highest and best outcome through God, through our higher self, here on earth, as it is in heaven, as it is on earth. May we learn to love and accept ourselves wholly and solely. Baby steps, as my friend Monique says. And may we begin to see and reflect the light. May we not be afraid of our light that we see in others. May we begin to know that we are worthy, that we are here for a purpose. May we begin to awaken to our purpose. And may we take the time to realize, to self-realize, to know that we are God, to know that we are extensions of Creator. We may have been taught that we were disempowered, or that we had a label slapped on us that we have ADHD, or, you know, in the Indigo Children books, they say attend to direct to the higher dimension. That's it, you know? So, Godspeed, and sparkle on in good health. Namaste.